Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you're all doing well. Today I have about 6 activities that I'm going to share with you that you can do with kids when you're teaching them the Arabic alphabet. Especially that's what it's focused on. However, there's some activities that you can do even when you have advanced further doing words or sentences. And it's not necessary that you use it for Arabic and Quran. You can even do it for academic subjects like for definitions or vocabulary words. And as I explain the different activity ideas, you'll see what I mean. So the first one I'm going to start off with is rhymes. Kids love rhymes, and especially when you're doing the Arabic alphabets, I'm assuming that you're teaching the younger ones. So this is mainly for 3-4-year-olds, even perhaps 5 to 6-year-olds. Just doing the rhymes helps them to keep them engaged and helps them remember the Arabic alphabet, and it's just something that they love. So rhymes is a great way to teach the kids the alphabet. The second one that I want to share with you is matching. So as far as matching is concerned, you don't necessarily need 2 exact same cards. You can have cards with other letters, like I have these magnetic letters that have the magnet at the back, or you can have the Arabic alphabet written on the board, or there are stickers that you get that you can stick on the wall. Any of those, and basically just have the kids match them. So they can do it with the cards or things that they have available, or what the kids that I teach love to do is we have the stickers on the wall. And because it's a larger group, I have a group of about 12 kids that I teach at a time, then everybody just gets a turn. I was holding this upside down. Everyone gets a turn. They pick a letter, or you hand them a letter, and then they come and find the letter on the wall and match it. So matching is another great activity that you can do with kids. The third one is Play-Doh. Younger kids, and this can also work with older kids. Sometimes we feel like, oh no, the kids are too old for it, but anything sensory and anything that is kinesthetic, whereby the children are doing something, they love it. So Play-Doh is another great activity that you can do with the kids. You can give them Play-Doh and they can make letters, they can make words. So this is not just limited to letters. You can use it when you advance to joining, as well as when you're teaching the haraka, the fatha, kasra, dhamma, they can make words out of it. Sometimes the younger kids have trouble using Play-Doh to form the letters. So what I did was, I created control sheets for the kids. Take the child's favorite color, for example, and then use that. I used cardstock for durability, and I just wrote down the letters on them. So they can use these control sheets, not only with Play-Doh. What we did with Play-Doh was, because they had trouble forming letters, they were using the control sheets and then using Play-Doh to either form the letters, or one of the students actually took the Play-Doh and made very tiny circles. And instead of using the whole Play-Doh to form the letter, the child started putting those little dots around the letters. So that's a great activity. You can even do that with beads or other sensory things like pom-poms and pasta. I've seen other activity ideas as far as English letters are concerned where these things are used. So having a control sheet helps students form those letters using other things as well other than Play-Doh. So control sheets is the fourth idea. We can say 2 in 1. And then there is fishing. And for fishing, there are those fishing games that come with the fishing rods that are usually magnetic. Our magnets somehow got lost, so what I did was I got these adhesive magnets from Walmart and I just took one and stuck it. So you can use these fishing rods or you can make your own fishing rods. So this is a DIY. A friend of mine was very gracious enough to help me make these. And what you need for that is just some dowels, and I got a packet of dowels. I think I got a packet of about 10 dowels from the dollar store. So very inexpensive. All you need is a dowel. She painted it. You can even leave it plain if you like the natural wood color. But take a dowel. You can get these magnets from Walmart. I got the adhesive kind, but you can get any other kind, and use hot glue. We still used hot glue for these, although they're adhesive. But all you need is magnets, a dowel, and a string. And what she basically did was she rolled the string around, hot glued it so it stays in place, and then stick the magnet at the end of it and hot glue that as well. Just be very careful when you're using this with younger kids because it can, there's a safety issue. So just be careful and teach them how to use these things. Make sure they're not putting it in their mouths. But basically, just make these fishing rods and you can do fishing with them. And what I tend to do is, like I showed you these letters that have the magnet at the end. I don't love it, but it works. The fact that the magnet is at the back is what I don't like about it, because then I have to place it upside down and then have the child do the fishing. However, it works. Once they have hooked the letter, they turn it around and see what it is. And this is great for hand-eye coordination. So the idea is you want them to have fun and not realize that they're learning, but they are actually learning through play. So great for hand-eye coordination. If you have these magnetic letters, you can use these. If you have cards, or you can even make your own cards, and use magnetic tape if you want to keep it permanent. Or what I usually do is I use paper clips. And I use these regular cards that I use for matching and other things. And when I want to do fishing with them, I just take a paper clip and then they use the fishing rod and it sticks because paper clips are magnetic. So this is another very engaging activity idea. So you just have them fish for the letter. If you want to be all fancy, you can create your own cards, make them look like fish, cut them around as a fish shape, put it on a blue tray to represent water, and go all out to make it fancy and fun. But this is another activity that you can do with the kids. And then the last one that I want to share with you today is the beach ball. Beach ball is another great activity that you can use with the kids. And this can be used when you're, again, teaching letters or words. It can be used for other subjects like vocabulary, definitions, spelling perhaps. And the reason why I say beach ball and not any other ball is because it is safer to use with the kids, since, when we have balls bouncing around, there is safety issues concerned there because you don't want the kids to get hurt. So the beach ball is a safe one to use indoors and with kids. And because of the different colors that they have, when the kids are younger, they are very obsessed with certain colors and, getting the choice of picking what color they like. So you can stick letters around. I know I have seen other activities whereby the letters are written with dry erase. I chose to use this so the kids can exercise their fine motor skills as well. I wrote down the letters on masking tape, And you can play this in a variety of ways. You can throw the ball to the child and have the child pick any letter from any color, or you can assign the color to them, or you can have them pick the color and then pick whatever letter they know or they want to pick. And basically whatever the letter is, then they tell you what the letter is or what the word is depending on what you're using it for, and then you have them peel it out so we know that that particular letter is done. What I did with the kids when I used this was I had them stick it on their letter, on their hands, at the back of their hands. This way, if you have a large group, it also helps to keep track on which child has already gotten a turn, because sometimes kids like to play around and tell you that they didn't get a turn when you know that they actually did. So just have them stick it on their hands. Make it fancy. If you have nicer stickers, you can do that too. This was just a very last minute idea that I came up with. So I just used masking tape because that's what was available, but you can make it prettier and more attractive for the kids. So I hope these ideas are useful and helpful for you. If you do use any of these ideas, then please tag us, please share with us, because we would love to see you putting into practice the ideas that we're sharing. And if you do something different with the ideas that you got from us, please tag us. We would love to learn from you as well. Please join Tanveer Shares to create a world that shares.